Yo, what is going on, guys? So in today's video, we're going to cover yet another huge diet mistake that I've noticed a lot of us are making when it comes to bulking, especially those of us who are looking to add significant amounts of muscle mass, or those of us who are looking to, gain a lot of strength. So it's come to my attention recently that a lot of people feel that the hardest part about fitness is their diet. And so, I'm starting to understand more and more about that. I'm starting to have more and more empathy towards other people as I do my coaching, as I get through more and more clients. I'm realizing, what exactly the problems are and how we can address these issues. So for me, diet was always something that came very intuitively. And then I had one or two really good YouTuber influences who I was very motivated to watch. So between, having very good intuition and then also being very motivated to watch these YouTubers, and these guys were reinforcing my ideas of exactly what I needed to eat. So it just became a very good base for me to have an understanding of what exactly I needed to do in order to see the success. Whereas maybe a lot of other people didn't have the same kind of background or don't have the same kind of resources that I did. So without further ado, let's get started on this video. So the subject of the video, the thing that we're discussing, what the mistake is that a lot of you guys are avoiding sugars, avoiding sugary snacks like they're the plague. So listen, I understand, you probably decided, okay, I'm gonna get into fitness, I'm gonna make a huge change to myself, we're gonna start self-improvement, whatever you thought. You're like, okay, let's get into this, let's clean up the diet, let's eliminate every single source of sugar, every single source of carb, and let's just eat super clean, super lean, and get all those gains. However, there's a few very important reasons as to why you shouldn't have gotten rid of sugar entirely, why some of these snacks, especially when you're bulking up and adding muscle mass to your body, especially when you're trying to do this, these snacks are very, very important. They play a crucial role. So reason number one is sugars, especially glucose, certain sugars, certain elements in sugary snacks provide your muscles with a lot of energy that they need in order to perform at their max potential. I remember when I was in soccer, when I was a youth, certain parents would feed us spoons of glucose before games so that we could actually perform at high energy. We had maximum energy for the game. Now listen, I don't know the effectiveness of that. I'm not saying to go and do that, but sugars, especially snacks, provide energy. The reason why we think of sugars as bad is because what happens is we eat sugary snacks, we have the energy, and then we do nothing with it, and so they become stored as fat. But if we use the energy we do before it becomes stored as fat, it's very effective, it's very efficient, it's very useful for us. So, eating the snacks, eating those chewy bars before the gym, having your coffee with sugar, whatever it is, these kind of things are not as detrimental as you realize. In fact, they're useful, they're helpful. They provide storage in your muscles to have energy in order to push through your workout, in order to see your max potential on all your lifts. The second reason is sugars, especially post-workout, when you're looking to replenish your body, restore, your muscles you're looking to restore your muscles and see those gains. Sugars provide an insulin response within your body. So what that means is that your body, if it has, certain amounts of sugar, is more likely to make better use of the nutrients that you've eaten. More of those proteins, more of those amino acids go directly to your muscles, get turned into gains, become the muscle that you want it to be, instead of going to waste. Now that we covered the main benefits of having sugar, let's talk about something logically. So when we're looking to bulk up, we are looking to add more things to our body. We're looking to have more resources so that our body can grow, right? We mostly, logically, are not trying to take anything away. We don't want to take, last time we covered carbs, we don't want to take carbs away. We don't want to take sugars away. We want to add more things to our body. Yes, there is a limit of, okay, if something's like, entirely carbs, no proteins, no fats, nothing useful, and it's just filling you up, okay, maybe we should eliminate that. But that's common sense, right? Like, don't eat a bag of chips, don't eat, a whole plate of French fries for lunch. But when it comes to a normal, regular, balanced, healthy diet, we shouldn't be really taking anything away from it. We shouldn't be taking away carbs, we shouldn't be taking away sugars, snacks, whatever it is. All of these things are going to benefit us. Bulking is all about adding more to your body. So you want to add more food. You don't want to take away food. The main thing is we want to add a surplus while hitting protein. That's what we want to do. Another thing is we're told sugar is bad, right? Sugar on, a very basic level, we're taught, okay, it's bad. We can have a little bit, but don't have too much because it's bad for you. But why is it bad for you? Sugar is bad for you because we're taught as little kids, if we eat too much sugar, it's unhealthy. We're gonna get sick or we're gonna get fat. Now, the reason why that's true is because when we have too much sugar, we have excess sugar, and we don't end up using that energy, what happens is our body stores that as fat. It turns it into fat. However, if you are using the energy, if we're using up all the energy, we're hitting the gym, we're going very hard, we're pushing all our muscles close to failure, we're eating tons of nutrients, we're eating tons of protein so that we can replenish our body. Having some sugar is not only not bad, but having some sugar is, I would say, very, very beneficial actually. Eating a very lean diet is not beneficial. It's going to, you've bottlenecked yourself. You need to balance the diet out so that your body can, have all the nutrients. I hate to think of macros, but it kind of does make sense. If you only have, lean meats and proteins, that might be good if you're, maintaining or cutting, but on a diet where you're trying to add significant amounts of body mass to yourself, especially muscle, you want to be having, the fats, the proteins, the carbs, the sugars, all of it needs to come together so that you can maximize the potential. The more you leave out, the slower your gains, the less your potential becomes. All right, guys, the last point I want to make is that, for me, diet's always been very intuitive. I've always had an athletic kind of background. So for me, eating's been very natural. I always just kind of know, okay, just eat this regular food, maybe have a little bit of snack and, have protein. So it's always been very intuitive. I've always understood it. So I really try my best to now try to empathize with you. A lot of people have different backgrounds. Some people might have been very chubby as a kid. So now they're very scared of eating different kinds of foods because they don't want to become like that again. Or someone might have been a couch potato, so they don't understand what it means to take care of their body. Also for me, having a good appetite, it's pretty much never been a problem unless I'm sick or I've had a really bad stomach problem. Most of the time I have a very good appetite. I can always eat exactly what's needed. I don't understand a lot of people have trouble with that. So I'm doing my best to try and be as relatable with you and bring the points across more clearly. With that being said, I don't want to hold anyone's hand, all the way to the finish line. I hope that, I can just stick it out and you can reach me halfway. So the point I'm trying to get to right now is, yes, sugar is good. Yes, you can have some sugars. Don't be afraid of it. That doesn't mean, go and have a fucking chocolate cake for dinner. I hope that's intuitive, but if, maybe 5% of you didn't know, yes, it doesn't mean, only eat chocolate cake for dinner. It means, what the point of this video is trying to say is, don't cut out those Chewy bars. Don't cut out those 2 Chewy bars before your workout. Don't cut out the Mars bar after lunch. Don't cut out the chocolate cake for dessert. You can have the muffins. That's what this video is trying to say. You can have the cereal in the morning for breakfast. That's okay. The sugar is okay. The point of this video is to tell you that it's okay and that you should have some sugar. The point of this video is not to say, have a chocolate cake for dinner. Anyways, guys, I feel like I'm repeating myself. With that being said, that's going to bring us towards the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you were making this mistake before. Drop a comment down below. Any questions or thoughts, let me know. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you guys next time.